It has finally begun. Now that we begin with Palm Sunday, this beautiful celebration of the most sacred week. And so on this day, of course, as we begin Palm Sunday, we began outside, and then we read for the gospel the entire Passion narrative, that long reading. And even in the rubrics itself says, in the big red book that governs the guidelines of the Mass, it says for Palm Sunday, the Passion reading is read, and then a brief homily should follow. And then literally in parentheses, it says, especially you, Father Brian. I don't know why the Vatican put that in there, but it's hurtful. The Passion narrative, all stunning. When we read the Passion narrative, we encounter all human suffering, all its dysfunction, all of our pain in this entire story as it unravels. In the very beginning, we encounter the character of Barabbas, where the crowd was given by Pilate the opportunity to release a prisoner, either Barabbas or our Lord. And stunningly, that name Barabbas, whom they released, do you know what that name means in Hebrew? Oh, it's stunning. It literally means, Barabbas means Bar, son, Abba, son of the Father. They release the wrong son of the Father. This scene was captured beautifully in that movie in 2004, The Passion of the Christ. Do you remember that movie? It was humongous, it was huge. Mel Gibson, the director, he's part of our family. He is also a devout Catholic. And by the way, he's currently filming part 2, The Resurrection of the Christ. And when that movie is finally released, it will be one of the biggest movies. It will probably garner more than $1 billion in revenue when that comes out in 2-part series. He made it into 2 movies in order to encapsulate that mysterious doctrine of the resurrection and all of its glorious implications. And when that movie comes out, we're gonna rent Brendan Theaters just for us, huh? We're all gonna go as a parish family, we're gonna go. In that scene, back in 2004 with The Passion of the Christ, when they released Barabbas, do you remember that scene? In that scene, as the actor was walking down the steps, it was played by an atheist, the actor of Barabbas in that movie. And his name is Pietro Sarubi. It said during the filming of that movie, as he was playing Barabbas and he was walking down, and he turns towards Jesus to look at him. The actor, of course, Jim Caviezel, who played our Lord, also a member of our family, and a devout Catholic. Now, for that movie, he went to daily Mass and received the Holy Eucharist. Why? Well, because he knew here he is, a broken, frail human being. If he's going to portray the Lord, he said, I better be in a state of grace. I better be as close to him as humanly possible. So he went to daily Mass, the entire filming of the movie. As Barabbas, the actor, walked down filming that scene, and he turns towards Jim Caviezel, the actor would later say after the filming that Jim Caviezel disappeared, that he literally saw Jesus there. And at that moment he said, and he described it, and you could watch the interview. It said at the moment he turned to Jim Caviezel, him disappearing and seeing our Lord, that he stopped acting in that moment. And he described it that it was like a electric shock pierced his heart. And he felt this overwhelming sense of love and mercy and peace. And I highly recommend rewatch that scene, because the look of Barabbas' face, the actor, he said, that was literally me, and my heart exploding. Pietro Sarubi, after the filming of that movie, would join our family. Converted from atheism to Christianity. The beauty and power of the Passion narrative answers the fundamental question which we all ask. What do we do with our suffering? You see, if you're alive, if you're a human being, you suffer. There is no way of escaping suffering. No way. But the only question is, how do we deal with our suffering? Because I guarantee you, all of us in here, and rightly so, we've become brilliant escape artists with our suffering. We've all developed certain ways with how we deal with it. And I get it. Because when suffering hits us, the immediate reaction is, I just want to stop feeling this way. And now enter in all the different ways we run. What do? We grab our favorite narcotic. We grab that pill. We grab that bottle of alcohol. Again, whatever addictions we suffer from, just to run, just to stop the pain. The Passion narrative changes and offers us a different way. It is said in the gospel today, in that little detail towards the end, our Lord now has made it to Calvary amazingly. He's carried his cross all the way, despite being scourged and whipped and crowned with thorns. Our Lord suffering unimaginably. And just before they take the nails and hammers and nail it through his palms and his feet, did you hear the detail? It said that they mixed wine and gall together to give him a drink. Why? Because our Lord was thirsty, of course. But the moment that the Lord tasted the gall, he spit it out immediately. Why? Gall is a numbing agent. And our Lord immediately, when he tasted the gall, said, no. I want to feel every excruciating pain in my body. I want all of my intellect and my faculties, all of my limbs. I want to feel it in all its pain and intensity. I am not running from this. And so now here enters in the secret to Christian redemptive suffering. All right, everybody. Call to mind your deepest pain right now. That pain that keeps you up at night. That pain that makes you cry. That pain which we deal with it in all the myriad of ways we deal and we numb. Call to that to mind right now. Just bring it out in all its disgusting, festering, all that enduring pain that you've carried your entire life. I want you to bring it out right now. Just there it is. And now watch this. Take our Lord and all of his suffering and pain and unite it to him. Unite it to him consciously with all the fervor of your heart. You say, Jesus, here it is. Here it is. And I unite it to your suffering. And I offer it with you to the Father. Right there, my friends, is why as Christians we have an opportunity to take the suffering of our lives and imbue it with profound meaning. The future saint, Archbishop Fulton Sheen, who will be canonized this fall, famously said, "There is nothing more tragic than wasted suffering." And so as we conclude, here now, here at St. Mary's, we will not waste our suffering. We no longer need to grab that bottle of alcohol, that narcotic, whatever vice we use. Not here. We will unite it to Jesus Christ. And it will save souls like Pietro Sarubi.